Welcome back to the Crafty Beginner's Guide to Playing Guitar in 10 Easy Steps. This is video number 6 and we're going to talk about the difference between notes and open chords. Other terms that you could use are lead guitar versus rhythm guitar. Okay, so what does that mean? So a single note is just one solitary sound or one solitary pitch, okay? A chord uses more than one at the exact same time, all right? So an example of a chord would sound like this. There's lots of single notes within that chord. Okay. A little fun fact, a little fun story that I look upon fondly is that I was quite young and I just said to my dad one day, I don't know what possessed me, but I said, "Dad, can I get a lead guitar for Christmas?" And he looked at me really weird and he was ever so politely trying to say, no, you can't actually get a lead guitar because, as I just said before, lead guitar is a playing technique. It's referring to just playing one note at a time. But that's what I wanted for Christmas. And I was like, but I want one. Okay, so if you are going to be able to play open chords on the guitar, what an open chord is where you are using some of the strings in an open fashion. Meaning that you're not using some of your left hand fingers on some of the strings, okay? So they're incorporating open strings. Now, an example of that is a G chord. It's the one that I played earlier. There's two different ways of playing G. You can use all of your fingers or almost all of them. You can have your pinky free. And so if you look on the screen, you'll see the chord diagram right in front of you, and it will show you the 6 strings, and it will show you where the nut is. The nut is the bolder line, and it will also have black dots showing you which finger you need to put on which string. But if you look closely, I've got my second finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and then on the next string, the very next string, is the A string, and we've got our first finger on the 2nd fret. If I just play those two together, it's going to sound like that. If you do it the way with the 3 fingers, then the next 3 strings are all open. Then you need your lucky last, your 3rd finger on the high E string. You put them all together, it'll sound like that. If you want to use all of your fingers, then you put your pinky where your 3rd finger was in the other example, and your 3rd finger then goes on the B string on the 3rd fret. I probably prefer that one, but it just depends on the song. One thing that you can do is you can do a bit of a cheat and only play the D string, the G string, and the B string together. And you can go, look mum, no hands. G chord. A really important thing to note is with a D chord, as an example, that you must only strum from the D string. You might be playing it like this. And what you've got is you've got these 2 unwanted notes, 2 unwanted strings in the chord. So you want to make sure that you start strumming from the D string. And if you look on the chord diagram, you'll notice that the E string and the A string has an X. No deal! Once you've got your left hand in the correct position, then what you can do is, with either of those 2 chords, your G or your D, is that you can strum in a few different ways. So I'll just show you a few different ways that you can do it. You can just strum all downs with your right hand. Maybe down, up, down, up. The more practice you do, the faster you get. One other tricky one that I'll throw at you right now for your right hand is this strumming pattern. Down, 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 up, down. Okay, and before we finish this video and skip to the next one where we learn more cool stuff, I just need to tell you that there is an ebook which is worth $19.95 that I've developed, and I'm giving it to you for free. The download details are in the description below. Download it. It's got all this information from this video and more. Check it out. It's going to be a really good help for your future as a guitarist. Hey, thanks for watching this video. By the way, don't comment, don't subscribe, don't like, unless you are committed to improving, learning, and going along the road to musical awesomeness.